Let's now talk about a very important feature inside TypeScript, and that is the classes. And classes represent a different way of organizing code. So if we would talk about two important programming paradigms, we would talk about functional programming, in which we will execute or we will organize our code inside different functions. Or we can have object-oriented programming, in which we will organize our code into objects or classes. And let's see how classes work inside TypeScript. I will create a new file and I will call this project.ts. And as a practice, usually we give the name of the class also represents the name of the file. So if I will have right here a file called project.ts, then as a good practice, but it's not really necessary, I can create a class project right here. And this is how we create classes. What can classes contain? They can contain three things. First of all, they can contain fields. And let's say these fields are simply the characteristics of this class. Let's say that a class has a name, and that name can be of type string and can have a budget. Our project can have a budget of type num. This is our simply put fields. Now also a class, very important, needs to have a constructor function, or simply put a constructor, and this is declared in TypeScript with the function constructor. And inside the constructor function we can specify the function argument of type. Let's say that this constructor receives a function called, or an argument for name and a argument for budget. And to make the difference between the function argument and the class field, we usually use this syntax. So here we can say that this name is name, and also this budget is our budget. Since JavaScript doesn't support function overloading, we can't have multiple constructors. Maybe I want to have a new constructor with let's say a default budget. Maybe I don't want to have a budget argument right here, and this budget would be a default value like this. I can't do this in JavaScript and TypeScript, but JavaScript has optional fields inside functions. So for example, if I want to give a optional parameter for this budget, I can make it optional, let's say, and now I can simply make it like this. If we have an argument for budget, then we can assign it to our budget. Else we can assign a default budget. I will say right here, this budget is a default budget, maybe like this. So this is the way in which we can have, let's say, multiple constructor functions, even if this is not correct, but this is how we can have multiple calls, let's say, for the same function. And we can try this downstairs. Here I can say const cool project is a new project, in which I can give it a name, cool name, and I can give it a budget like this. I can also create another project. I can say right here const default project is a new project, but which will only receive the name like this. And this is the way we can have multiple constructor calls. And the last thing a class can have are methods or functions that belong to this class. For example, let's say we have I will say right here methods or functions. They are the same, but I won't specify them with the keyword function. I can directly give the name of the function. So I'll say right here print budget. Let's create a function that prints the budget, and simply put I can print the budget right. So this is what the class initially can do. Now I can simply invoke this method right here. I can say right here cool project, and I can access its field, or I can access its method like this. Let's move on into the next lecture and talk about access modifiers.